Hey guys, welcome back to Music Lessons with JP Carroll. I'm JP and today we're looking at Sunshine of Your Love by Cream. This is the shortened version and the backing track is provided by Trinity Rock and Pop. Just a reminder, there is some tab provided in the video links below and also a resource on how to read tab if you're unsure or need reminding. And if you could like this video and subscribe to this channel, that would be really useful for me. So, as always, we're going to start off by going through the individual parts of the song, and then we're going to play along with the song at the end. So looking at the very first part, we have a guitar riff which starts on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. We've got, with our 3rd finger, we're going to play that 7th fret twice, and then we're going to play the 5th fret once with our 1st finger, and then back to the 7th fret, and we ride down it onto the 3rd fret of the 3rd finger, 4th string, 7th fret again. And then the 2nd finger plays the 6th fret, 1st finger plays the 5th fret. Now we're going to move our 1st finger up a string to the 5th fret of the 5th string. Play that once. 4th finger now is going to play the 8th fret of the 5th string. And our 1st finger is going to return to the 5th fret of the 5th string. That's part 1 of the first part of the song. After a few repetitions of that, it changes. So the first part is the same. But now instead of going to the 5th string on the 5th fret, we're going to move our 3rd finger to the 8th fret of the 2nd string. Our 1st finger to the 6th fret of the 2nd string. And our 2nd finger is going to play the 7th fret of the 3rd string. And this part's going to repeat 4 times. So let me play that part to you. So the final part of the first verse is going to start on the 2nd string, on the 8th fret with our 3rd finger. Similar sort of pattern to how we've started the other parts, but it's going to be 8, 8, 6, 8. 3rd finger plays the 8th fret, 1st finger plays the 6th fret. 3rd finger is going to move to the 7th fret of the 3rd string, then the 6th fret of the 3rd string with our 2nd finger, then the 5th fret of the 3rd string with our 1st finger, and now we're going to move our 1st finger up to the 4th string, 5th fret, 4th finger to the 8th fret of the 4th string, 1st finger to the 5th fret once again. Actually returns to the 2nd iteration, so that sounds like this. Okay, so we'll put all those pieces together at the end. Second part of the next part of the song, we've got some bar chords. So you want to rest your 1st finger across the 5th fret, all of the strings, pressing in hard. If you haven't done this before, this is a pretty tricky chord, so give yourself some patience and time to learn it, and it's not going to sound perfect from the start. Then move your 3rd finger to the 7th fret of the 5th string, your 4th finger to the 7th fret of the 4th string, 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the 3rd string, and this is what's called an A bar chord. And then we're going to move our 1st finger, I like to play this one like this, 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and 3rd finger is going to cover the 5th fret of the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, and then try not to play the bottom string. So it's going to sound like this. And then we're going to move our fingers back up into the same shape that we had here for the A bar chord, but now we're into a G bar chord. So I'll go through that. We've got our 1st finger covering all the strings, pressing in hard. 3rd finger is going to play the 3rd fret, and that's on the 3rd fret. 3rd finger is going to play the 5th fret of the 5th string. 4th finger is going to play the 5th fret of the 4th string. 2nd finger is going to play the 4th fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so now let's look at the rhythm of this part. We're going to do that again. And again. And now we've got an interesting rhythm here. We've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then we move into the next part, which is the guitar solo. So the guitar solo starts on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, actually you're going to hammer in from that. So you're going to put your first finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. We're going to play that note, and then hit down our 3rd finger really hard on the 7th fret of the same string. Like that. It's called a hammer-on. Now we're going to trade our first finger through our 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. We're going to do a slide up. Then our first finger is going to play the 6th fret of the 2nd string. 3rd finger is going to play the 8th fret of the 2nd string. We're going to have a couple of fingers there to help bend. We're going to do a bend. Bend it up like that and stop at the top. And then we're going to put our first finger on the 6th fret once again. 3rd finger is going to play the 8th fret. And then our first finger is going to play the 6th fret once again of the 2nd string. 2nd finger is going to play the 7th fret of the 3rd string. So that part all together. So the second part of the solo, we've got our 3rd finger sliding to the 7th fret of the 4th string. First finger is going to play the 5th fret of the 3rd string. 3rd finger is going to hold down the 7th fret. Now we're going to play the note, bend it, up and release it. And then our first finger plays the 5th fret of the 3rd string. And then our 3rd finger plays the 7th fret of the 4th string. Okay, and then we're going to play the 3rd part of the guitar solo. It starts with the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and then the open 3rd string. And now we're going to play our 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. We're going to play the note and bend it, and then release it. And play the 3rd fret of the 2nd string twice. And finish on a run down. 4th string on the 7th fret with our 3rd finger. 6th fret with our 2nd finger. And then the 1st finger of the 4th string with our, 5th fret on the 4th string with our 1st finger. Upper string for the 5th fret. And then the 4th finger to the 8th fret of the 5th string. And then back to the 5th fret with the 1st finger. Okay, so when you put that solo together, I'm sure you had fun learning that one. Let's play along with the whole song and see how it sounds when you put it all together. Remember that this is a YouTube clip, so it means you can slow it down to 3/4 speed or half speed if you'd like to learn, play along with the song while you're still learning it. You guys enjoy learning that one, and as always, if there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. And looking forward to next week's video lesson. Cheers.